Pressure builds diamonds. Just because it's the land of opportunity does not mean that it wouldn't have had challenges, but it's the part where you keep going despite of the challenges, and you keep showing that there can still be a way out of no way. You know?
Yep, 100%. And that's why there's beauty in struggle, because people gonna help people.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what Nigerians do.
Right.
Oh, they're gonna lend a hand. They always walking shoulder to shoulder. You don't think they finna help? Like, yeah, they gonna finna help.
Especially if it's helping them.
Mm-hmm. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction.
Yes.
Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell,
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
If you just read the newspapers or go and look online, you will never come here. You'll be so scared.
It's not easy to really make a sustainable, strong, solid business.
When you're back in India, people ask you, I mean, how can you stay there? You know, it's so risky.
This is the story of finding home in one of the most challenging countries in the world to live in. That's my wife Zara, and that's me. We have been living in Nigeria since 2013. Our original plan was to be here for a year, but now it has been 6 years already. Despite Nigeria's image and challenges, hundreds and thousands of Indians live here, some even for decades. I was therefore interested to know how so many Indians came to Nigeria and what this place means to them.
Certainly, the commercial relationship between India and Nigeria, there is solid evidence that by the early to mid 19th century, that it grew exponentially. From a few small traders, it grew exponentially. Thus, that by the end of the 19th century, there was a very well-established Indian commercial presence in Lagos.
I'm a fifth generation family member in our business in Nigeria.
I'm the fourth generation of my family in Nigeria.
In fact, I'll be here in Nigeria for 26 years now in January.
By the 1890s, they were settled enough to be recorded as being living and resident in Lagos.
I work at...
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Bro, y'all set up shop for real. I thought this was going to be like a simple explanation about what it's like to live out here.
Yeah.
Putting up in, but y'all been out here forever.
Okay, like, I'm interested in the history now, because we do know the history of them in South Africa. So this is interesting, because so far it's sounding like it was voluntarily. So this is interesting. Indians are everywhere.
Yeah. Real talk.
Worldwide.
Man.
A company called Chelarams PLC. It's a family business set up by my great-great-grandfather. We've been operating in Nigeria since 1923, and I am currently the chief executive officer.
I think my great-granddad came here, it was around the 1930s, and then my granddad followed, my mom followed. My dad eventually came here. I was born in India, but I pretty much came here right after I was born, and both my younger brothers were born here as well, and I've been here since then.
By 1910, 1914, there was now a change. The big boys, as it were, now came in. The great Cindy merchants. There were 7 big firms, but the 2 most prominent were Chanrai and Telerams made their presence felt in Nigeria from the 1920s.
Our business started in 1923. My great-great-grandfather was a textiles trader based out of Chennai, which was then called Madras, in India. He was exporting textiles at that time as well, and found a demand in Nigeria.
The 1940s, the post-Second World War era, saw a massive economic boom, which they took advantage of.
Into the 1940s and 1950s, we had set up a chain of department stores, and I think at its peak, we had about 14 stores across the country, all over in the north,
you got a legacy.
central belt, east. In our department stores, we sold textiles, we made garments, we made suits, we sold shoes. And then we also branched out into toiletries, personal care, groceries, electronics, bicycles, and then just anything that was generally required.
From the trading origins, the initial period in which they were mere merchants, slowly a lot of these companies now veered into manufacturing, but their focus wasn't heavy industrial manufacturing they weren't overly ambitious, they kept it simple.
On the side, so in addition to the retail stores, we also invested in industry. We invested in mineral water, we invested in suitcase manufacturing, white goods manufacturing like refrigerators and other items like that. I think we even had a foray into mining and many untold businesses I've never even heard of.
I'm the managing director for Ocean Trans and Trading. So we are a gari manufacturing company, and I've been in Africa since 2006.
Me and my wife decided to move here in early 2011, and the first reaction we got from people and some family was that why Nigeria? And me and my wife always told them that why not Nigeria? I have family living here, we have a business here, and I want to grow the business. So for us, the transition and the decision was very easy that we want to move.
I think there is something about Nigeria where once you've been here, you've grown up here, and it pulls you back.
Okay, I'm liking this so far. I didn't hear not one negative thing. I have heard them. First of all, he said, "Why not Nigeria?"
Heard that part too.
You know,
yes, sir.
I have heard basically them taking up for the image of Nigeria, the negative image. Y'all know how we feel, but that is really good. A different group of people coming into a place, seeing opportunity. This is not just for their good. This is creating jobs.
That's what I'm thinking about as well.
This is contributing to the community. So I would love to see, now y'all always know I'm for the people. So I would love to know like how else, let me think how I want to word this question. You know what? Hopefully they just answer the question.
Yeah. I feel like. Nah, you took the words out of my mouth. Definitely creating a lot of jobs. I mean, they move there, they feel comfortable, they feel safe. It's a lot. That's a good thing right now. It's a lot of good things.
That's why you can't take other people's word for it. Yeah. You gotta go in yourself. And yeah.
When I graduated from university, I came back just to visit my parents without the intention to join the business that year. But I went to the office and some projects happened. I just kind of fell into it and I never left.
So I told my dad, if you want to get me to come to Nigeria, you need to get me engaged. So he eventually relented and he got us engaged. That's how I got here, and I think I really enjoyed the college life here. Unilag was really good. I really made some good friends. Most of the kids were here at that time. I mean, nobody was sent to India to study for college or anything. University was quite nice here. Professors were from India too. Quite a few of them, yeah.
Work-wise, I don't think any country offers that kind of excitement other than Nigeria. So work-wise is a great place, but personally to live, it's not an easy place to be.
And then we reached Nigeria in 2012. Our initial expectation, just like any city, you move to a big city, you feel whether you will make friends easily, how will you adjust to the city. But to our surprise, it was so easy here. People are so welcoming, people are so nice. We made friends in no time and we adjusted like I never expected we will.
For me, it had been a great experience working with local Nigerians. Nigeria has a different image to the outside world. But as an engineer, it was very satisfying for me to understand that an average young Nigerian engineer is very skilled and has very good hands-on experience. And even with the, let's say, less than 4 or 5 year experience, these boys have done a wonderful work for us in setting up the plant, in commissioning the plant, in coming out of various problems which we had while we were stabilizing the plant.
All right, so we have did videos on both ethnicities. Yeah, you feel me? And it's just a fire collaboration. Indians are hardworking. Like,
Yeah,
if you see an Indian, you know they got a business somewhere. They ain't too far from home.
Yes.
Right? If you see Nigerians, you know they're wealthy. You know they're out here about to make something pop, something shake. They're advertising. They're doing something great for their people, for their
They're
community.
hardworking people.
Just in general, they know how to leave, come back and make it work out. You feel me? So it's like seeing them work together like this. That's a fire. That's fire. It's
Yeah,
fire.
it is. We would love to know you guys like thoughts on your relationships because y'all didn't tell us this. Well, the people who put it into the form did, but y'all didn't tell us this. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Yes,
different
sir.
for us to see.
There are countries or there are jobs in which you have a lot of money but no time. And then you have jobs in which you have all the time but you don't make any money. But Nigeria is probably the only place I have seen where you make a lot of money in various ways and you have a lot of time because of the structure of how things work here.
My life here is really rewarding. I can do anything I put my mind to, any hope and dream I have,
Feel that?
anything that I want to do more of. There is an outlet for that here.
Honestly, there was a point of time where I didn't see myself coming back here, or at least I wasn't on the cards for me. But I've been back. It's been 3 years, and I mean, life's been good to me here. I mean, it's been good.
With my dad, I've lived in Kaduna, Abeokuta, of course. Then with my husband in Enugu, Onitsha, Port Harcourt, Warri, Bonny Island, Abuja, Lagos, of course. And we lived a little while in Forcados.
She said, "Get me involved."
I enjoyed every city, I think, that I've stayed in. I think I enjoyed Abuja the most, but I enjoyed Warri too. And Port Harcourt, and Enugu. And in fact, all the places that I've been in, yeah.
No complaints.
Growing up here, it was like you growing up in a community of Indians. We're always like getting together. Like, I mean, despite being so far away from India, festivals like Holi, Diwali, the Navratri period, the Dandiya, it's like religiously happening over here as well. I mean, Navratri starts and like Dandiya is going to happen all the 9 days.
10 years has gone by very fast. We've done a lot of different projects, investments.
Okay, so what I'm liking that I'm seeing is that the Nigerians are taking part in their cultural traditions as well. I'm liking that. I'm seeing community because usually what we have seen so far on the channel is Europeans going to Nigeria, African Americans and Africans of the diaspora going to Nigeria. But I have not seen Indians, and just learning the culture of Nigerians and Indians and seeing like it is a perfect mesh.
It is.
You know,
it is.
These
A fire
are
combination.
these are two groups of people
Hard workers.
who work with what they have and they build on it.
Mm-hmm.
No complaints. They build on it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this one so far, you guys.
Yeah.
This is really, really good. And then they're expressing their culture, and it's
They
no
didn't lose it.
clashing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't lose it. Like he
Yeah.
just expressed. He said there's one day where they get to do something they do in their culture within a time frame of the weekend, some days forward, and they get to experience that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's no complaints.
Yes,
It's no
yes.
complaints.
So to the people who's like, they don't like us, this
Yeah,
is people
yeah.
from a whole different diaspora, and they're welcoming.
And they're being loved on.
Yes,
They are being loved on,
yes.
as you can see.
You can see that. So stop taking other people's word for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Experience it yourself. We haven't been yet, but our people have loved on us, and we appreciate them for it.
100%.
Businesses that we've opened and closed within that space of time. I know that from our family's history, that we've been here for 90 years, and we've had business in other countries, that if Nigeria was not a land of opportunity, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, Nigeria is indeed, it's a land of opportunity. There is a country which has a deficit in almost everything, starting from power, roads, water, electricity, food. So for a businessman trying to encash on such a large population, it's definitely the land of opportunity, and I firmly believe you can probably be the richest man in the world living and operating only in Nigeria.
Indians in particular that I know of have been extremely successful in various industries, and the industries go across the board. They've done well in construction, they've done well in catering, they've done well in retail, pharma. They've done well in a plethora of industries. So overall, if I say it is a land of opportunity, it has always been a land of opportunity.
Nigeria has given me my home. It's given me so much. One, it's given my husband and me a life, gave us our 2 daughters, wonderful friends, and people here are so nice. I mean, amazingly nice, I would say.
Amazingly nice.
Land of challenges too. It's not easy to really make a sustainable, strong, solid business. There are a lot of stories of people that have made a way with a ton of cash, came up with some great ideas, and or got some lucrative deals and managed to make some good money very quickly. But I think the bigger appeal of Nigeria is the long-term potential.
As I began exploring the various challenges in Nigeria, I realized a special connection emerging, one that represents what this country means to these Indians.
It is not easy to operate here because of the deficits or the infrastructure issues, plus also the system does not really support entrepreneurship. So you're more or less on your own.
Doing business in Nigeria comes with its own challenges, but it's rewarding as hell. In the last 5-6 years when we've been working here, there have been some really tough times. There was a major recession, the greatest in the last maybe 20-25 years in Nigerian economy. Currency was not available, markets were down, people lost so much money. But for me, the great thing was that my mentor has always been my dad, and I work with him day in, day out. He's very supportive and he guides me a lot.
Good stuff.
I rightly estimated the opportunity, but I hugely underestimated the task. And that's where Papa really came and helped. And his inputs are just very, very valuable. For he's operating a lot more out of fear and insecurity that he doesn't want to see his son fail.
This is the biggest gari making plant we have set up in whole of Africa, you might say. He involved me in scouting technology for this process. So then having done...
But you know what? Pressure builds diamonds. Just because it's the land of opportunity does not mean that it wouldn't have had challenges, but it's the part where you keep going despite of the challenges, and you keep showing that there can still be a way out of no way. You know?
Yep, 100%. And that's why there's beauty in struggle, because people gonna help people.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what Nigerians do.
Right.
Oh, they gonna lend a hand. They always walking shoulder to shoulder. You don't think they finna help? Like, yeah, they gonna finna help.
Especially if it's helping them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's helping them.
And shout out to the Indians, man, because you can see the father, influence in their lives, bro. Like, they all got their daddy. The legacy is very chain reactive.
Right.
Like, their pops are there.
Right. But look at the Nigerians.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of mirrors their culture.
Yeah.
You know? The family-oriented family structure.
100%. So that's why there's no confusion, because you can see that they understand their position on why they do things and how important it is to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the culture is everything.
Right. And without the people, the workers, they wouldn't be able to get anywhere. You know?
Population is huge.
Yes. I mean,
somebody's going to come sign up. Somebody's going to say, yes, I can definitely help your business thrive because you're going to help my family.
Right. Pay the people well.
Yeah.
They're going to help.
Right.
That worked for him. I was duty bound to take it further. You might say that once I scouted the equipment on his behalf, this became my baby.
It's a great feeling to be around him all day and to learn from him even now. Where we have gone as a company and individually, what I have achieved wouldn't have been possible if he was not around. So together, I think we make a great team.
He came here around March, right in time for the arrival of the equipment. He was involved in the commissioning. He was also equally clueless because he has also not done anything like that, but at least he was less clueless than me. He may not know what to do, but he always knows when something is not right.
And as I grew up here and watched my dad work in our business and alongside my grandfather and other relatives, I always saw myself as part of that story.
I like to say this when people ask me how much Nigeria means to me. I say if India is the motherland, then Nigeria is the fatherland.
Wow.
It's pretty much, I mean, I'm here because at some point some father figure in my family decided to come here, and it just kind of makes sense to me in almost in a poetic sort of way.
Poetic indeed. While talking to people who've spent a long time in this country, I learned how most of them had the opportunity to live and work in developed countries but still chose to live in Nigeria. It is the land of their fathers and will always be their home.
He passed away.
If I would want to be fair, without him I would have probably failed. So that is the extent of his contribution, I would say.
That's tough.
Legacy continues.
That's what it is. That's what it's about.
Okay.
Look at us making it through an entire video, going to the end. We got the credits and all. Come on, man. This is a good watch, bro. Unity, you guys. There's power in numbers, bro. And I know that these gentlemen, with the ranking that they're in right now with their businesses, are definitely investing and helping other big businesses as well. Because why not? Why not? I just don't understand how you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you know what? I wish that they would have interviewed some of their workers. That we could have got like that part of it as well.
Facts.
Because
it's one thing to be a boss, but it's about how you treat your employees now.
Yeah.
Let them put their 2 cents in, then they're going to really spill it.
Because they are the ones who really running
the show. That is facts. That is facts.
So I know businesses, like the business is getting, the finances, the revenue is growing through the business. But I do know that the business is growing and it's the family that's getting the revenue. But I also know that they are helping contribute to the economy, especially with the income gap that they have there. So it's benefiting the community, not just building up a family's legacy, but it's benefiting the community. So this has been some time since this documentary was created. Yeah. So let us know, did you know of this business? What are your thoughts on the community? Like how welcoming are they? Like how is the relationships between their community and the Nigerian community, like how all of that goes, because this is our first time hearing of Indians in Nigeria. We have heard of them in other parts of the world, and it's been good reviews. Other than the history in, you know, one of our other beloved countries. So let us know about that.
Big facts.
Yeah. My apologies, I'm tired. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.